The Ottawa Real Estate Board just released the stats for February 2025. Let's get right into it. The Ottawa real estate market is holding pretty steady even during these challenging times. The number of homes sold in February was 809 transactions, which is a 10.2% decrease over last year. The positive thing about all this is that the prices are still pretty steady. Even with increased inventory, market uncertainty continues to influence the buyers and sellers when they're making their decision. We're seeing that sellers that were waiting to list their home are now entering the market, which means more options for buyers. They'll have a lot more to choose from with the current market. While the demand is remaining strong, pricing is still key for the sellers. You want to make sure that your house is priced right, especially with all the competition out there. With the spring market just around the corner, we're anticipating that more buyers will be ready to make a decision, especially if we see the interest rates coming down and confidence continues to build on the buyer side. Let's talk about numbers. The MLS Home Price Index, which we call the HPI, tracks price trends far more accurately rather than just using the average or median price of a home. So in February, the overall MLS HPI composite benchmark price was $658,300. That's a 4.4% increase over last year. The benchmark price for single-family homes was $719,800, and that's a 1.3% increase over last year. We're seeing the benchmark price for townhouses row units was $438,000, a decrease of 11.6% over last year. When we're talking about apartment prices, the benchmark price was $459,300, and that's an increase of 4.5% over last year. If we're looking at the average price of all the homes that were sold in Ottawa in the month of February, we are talking about $669,945, and that's a 1.4% increase over last year. Let's talk about inventory and new listings. In February, 1,668 new listings came on the market, and that's an increase of 4.8% over last year. When we're talking about active residential listings, we are looking at 3,735 units for sale at the end of February. That's a 61.4% increase over last year. That's a whole lot of homes for sale, a lot more options for buyers when they're looking. We're also looking at the month of inventory stood at 4.6 months of inventory for February 2025 compared to 2.6 in the month of February of last year. So when we're talking about months of inventory, we're talking about the number of months it would take for all the listings to be sold at the current rate of sales activity. So these are all the numbers for the month of February. We all know that real estate is definitely local. So if you want a little bit more detailed information about your street, your neighborhood, your area, make sure to reach out to me. But in the meantime, if you have any questions about real estate, make sure to give me a quick call, or you can always email me at jeanricher@jeanricher.com. Merci beaucoup et bonne journée.